In the crowded lanes of Varanasi, one of India's holiest cities, there is a small guest house where people go to die. This place is called Mukti Bhawan, which means House of Liberation. It may sound strange, but for many Hindus, dying in Varanasi is not something to fear. It's something they wish for. Because they believe if you die in this city, your soul is set free. You don't have to take birth again. That freedom from the cycle of life and death is called moksha. Let's understand what Mukti Bhawan really is. What is Mukti Bhawan? Mukti Bhawan is a modest 12-room lodge tucked inside the old city of Varanasi near the famous Kashi Vishwanath temple and the ghats of the Ganga. Unlike any hotel you've ever heard of, it doesn't cater to tourists. It has no swimming pool, no room service and no checkout time. At least not in the way most of us understand it. Here, people check in with one purpose: to die. It was established in the 1950s and for more than 70 years, it has been hosting people in their final days, those who believe that dying in Varanasi ensures moksha, the end of suffering and liberation from the cycle of rebirth. So what is the spiritual belief behind it? To understand Mukti Bhawan, we must understand moksha, a core concept in Hindu philosophy. According to Hinduism, the soul is eternal. We are born, we die, and we are reborn again and again based on karma. This endless cycle is called samsara. But escaping this cycle, achieving moksha, is the ultimate goal. It is spiritual freedom, and it is believed that dying in Kashi, the city of Lord Shiva, grants you this final release. Legend says that those who die here are whispered the Taraka mantra by Lord Shiva himself, guiding their soul to liberation. For a devout Hindu, this is not a place of fear. It's a place of peace, of closure, of ultimate fulfillment. What do you think? There must be the hard rules of the house. Mukti Bhawan is managed by a trust and its rules are strict but not cruel. Only those who are critically ill or terminally old are allowed to stay. Guests are given 15 days to die. If death doesn't arrive, they are politely asked to vacate and make room for someone else. There's a priest on call, a caretaker, and basic medical support. The rooms are simple, just a bed, a fan, a chair, nothing more. It's not luxurious, but it's not meant to be. This place is not about comfort, it's about surrender. Some people arrive with family, others come alone. Some are too weak to speak, others chant, pray, or sit in silence. But all are aware that this is the final station. There is no pretending otherwise. Let's now enter into the life inside Mukti Bhawan. You might think it's a sad or scary place, but it's not. It's calm, quiet, peaceful. People sit with family, remember old stories, pray, or just stay in silence. Some cry, some smile, and some prepare for their last goodbye. The caretaker, Satish Kumar, who has worked there for many years, says watching death up close changed his life. He saw that in the final moments, people don't talk about money or success. They talk about love, regrets, and forgiveness. They ask for one more chance to say sorry or thank you. This place teaches us that death is not always painful. Sometimes it's gentle. Here are some stories from the rooms that will surely make you feel surprised. Over the years, Mukti Bhawan has seen all kinds of people. A retired school teacher from Bengal who arrived with a suitcase of letters he wanted to reread one last time. A 98-year-old woman who came with her daughter saying, "This is where I want to leave you and the world." A businessman who had spent his whole life chasing money, now spending his final days distributing all his wealth to strangers. Every room holds a story, a memory, an unfinished prayer. And now, I can understand what you are thinking. Why do people still come here? In today's world, most people die in hospitals. But hospitals are full of machines, noise, and rush. Mukti Bhawan is different. People come here to die on their own terms, with peace, prayers, and dignity. It's not about being hopeless. It's about choosing how to end life with faith and calm. Some people don't understand it. Some people say this idea is old-fashioned or too sad. But Mukti Bhawan is not about giving up. It's about accepting the truth that death is real, that it comes to all of us. We hide death behind hospital curtains, but this place allows people to face it with courage. Then how is Mukti Bhavan's view of death different from the modern world's? Of course, not everyone sees this place the same way. Some call it morbid. Some see it as promoting fatalism. Others question whether such beliefs belong in a modern world. But Mukti Bhawan is not about superstition. It's about choice, about allowing people to die with spiritual meaning in a place they believe connects them to something greater than themselves. In the end, it's not so much about Varanasi or even about dying. It's about acceptance, something the modern world struggles with. We sanitize death, hide it in ICUs, pretend it doesn't exist. Mukti Bhawan dares to sit with it. Here's a beautiful lesson Mukti Bhawan offers us about life and death. Mukti Bhawan is not just a place for the dying, it's a lesson for the living. It tells us that at the end, most things don't matter. Our job titles, our money, our fame. What really matters is peace, love, regret, forgiveness. And maybe if we remember that now, we won't have to wait till our last days to live better. What does Mukti Bhawan symbolize? Mukti Bhawan is a quiet part of India's long spiritual journey. A small building with big meaning. Some people may walk toward it with weak legs and tired hearts, but they carry something stronger, faith. Faith that this will be their final stop. Not in fear, but in freedom. Not the end, but Mukti.
गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः